The first C in the 3Cs is circumstances. So when we look at circumstances, we can at least be looking at it from like 3 levels. The first level is what I would refer to as the macro level. It's talking about like, the big picture. We can be talking about, like, say, the financial meltdown, like global warming. And then the other aspect that I really want to draw attention to is like what I would call demographics, and more specifically, historic demography. Say, for example, if you happen to be a baby boomer, then you have a very different life than someone who is like born into another historic period. So this is like part of the big picture circumstances that you're part of. Like if you're born in like 1945, you have a very different life than someone who's born in 1985. So the next level is what I refer to as the meso level, which is sort of like more like local realities. Say, for example, I'm now living in Canada and I'm living like under like a particular political, legal, taxation, education, and like healthcare system, which may be the same or very different than that in the country that you are from. And when we like look at these circumstances, we also have to understand that like this can be referring to like very specific changes in the regional or local context. Like say here in Canada, fluctuations in the natural resource market would have like some direct impact on our economy. And if you're from a country that is not as reliant on natural resources as we are, then like you have a different reality. Here in the city that I'm living in, the public transit system and the internet service were pretty annoying and frustrating, but compared to like the better run systems in our parts of the world. If you are from a city like with like better public transit systems and better access to the internet, then your circumstances would be different than mine. And then when we get down to the other aspect of the meso reality, we can be referring to what I sometimes call the social cultural realities or your immediate social cultural realities. That refers to your social circle, your reference groups, the people you hang out with, and the kind of culture and they support, their values, and like the conventional practices that are popular among these people you know. Then, like we can come to the third level, the micro level of circumstances. That is what I would call your personal circumstances. It can be like your employment status, like you're employed full-time, part-time, unemployed. It can also be referring to your like health condition, or are you in good health or you're not in good health. It can also be referring to your life stage, whether you're now like a student, or you are just beginning a career, or you have like just like finished like parenting your children and now you're like into the next phase of your life, or you're taking care of your aging parents. So these are your like personal circumstances. It can also include, say, your relationship status, whether you're like single, like divorced, or widowed. So those are your personal circumstances.
Just to recap, there are 3 levels of circumstances. Macro, which is at the global level, meso, which is at the local or regional level, and micro, which is your personal level.